Hello, welcome to Godfather Barbecue and Italian. So, real special video today. We've got Zane from Big Horse Barbecue here. And Zane and I have been barbecuing together. He came in from Ohio to do this video. And we had gotten to talking about collaborating and just for a video or two. And we talked about old school barbecue, like how it's changed, what we remember. I remember more so. I'm a lot older than Zane, obviously. But he's got a great channel. It's Big Horse Barbecue. He's on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Check him out. Mainly shorts? Is that
mostly shorts?
Okay.
Short form content.
But incredible. There's a couple hundred of just on YouTube and closer to 300 on TikTok and Instagram. But they're kind of short you can get the story from. So in other words, it's not only entertaining, but you can actually, I went through them and I've been going through them for the last year. There's a lot of them. So anyway, appreciate you coming out.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so we talked about, let's go old school with something. So let's do some like old school charcoal direct heat ribs, right? Like what's more old school barbecue than that?
Can't
That's
beat it.
Kind of how we figured it out.
It's
so
classic.
We put Zane on a plane, brought him here, and we're gonna rock and roll. We got the green egg fired up. We're going direct charcoal. It's gonna be that old school barbecue charcoal, old time flavor is what we're out to hit here. So, and the best part about it is real simple. I've got some baby back ribs here. I'm gonna do a real mild backyard trim on these. Not a lot of fat to take off. I'm just gonna trim the scraggly ribs at the end. We're gonna hit them with a little olive oil binder. We're gonna have some Holy Voodoo, which is amazing on ribs. This is Matt Pittman's creation from Meat Church. I'd say that's about the best rib.
I love it.
Yeah, it's, and not no sponsorship or anything, just love it. So thank you to Matt. We've got some, my other favorite barbecue guy, Cosmos. We've got some cherry apple habanero, jalapeno. This is rib glaze, so it's gonna create a nice shine on your ribs. So we're gonna do one rack with that, and then my old standby, the Blues Hog Original, okay? We're gonna be spritzing with just some simple apple cider vinegar and water. We're gonna be rolling 300 to 325. Okay, so this is a fast cook. We're looking at 2 hours-ish, flipping every 30 minutes, right over the direct charcoal, and the green eggs probably about 10 or 12 inches. I'm not sure the exact. So we're gonna be keeping them moist, and we're gonna get some color on them. Probably about 2 hours. We're gonna wrap them 3 to 325. They're gonna be rolling. Another hour in the foil, and then we're gonna start checking them. But this is gonna be a 3 to 4 hour rib cook, probably closer to 3. And I think it's gonna be amazing with that chocolate. Just out to have that old school like kid when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like remember we had a bodega in our neighborhood, and they used to cook in a charcoal barrel. That's what I'm hoping to recreate here.
Let's do it.
So we'll see you for the prep, and thanks for joining us. All right, so getting ready to trim these up. I do have somewhat of a messy set of ribs here, which is unusual for the brand that is. I won't mention them. But with hot and fast, I don't want to remove the membrane. I'm gonna just score this, so I'm gonna just come and do a cross pat and score, just to allow some of that smoke and charcoal to get in there. But I want that, because I'm cooking so hot, I want that membrane to help support the rib itself, because there's a good chance it's gonna get very tender. So I just want to create some score marks in it. I'm gonna go ahead, if you wouldn't mind, Zane.
Nope.
I'm gonna just trim these up. Again, backyard style, okay? So I just want to take these, square them up, cut what I'm not going to want to eat. How do you trim a rib? Just look at it and say, what don't I want on it, okay? That's how you trim a rib. There's no, unless you're in competition, which we're not, that's all we do. So I'm gonna get rid of this fat. Take these junk ribs at the end that are just gonna burn up, find your bone. All right, now as far as seasoning these up, I've dried them off pretty well before trimming them up. I'm gonna be starting with these bone side down, obviously, on the heat. So and these could go either way. You do not need a binder. I happen to have a little easy olive oil binder here. I'm gonna hit them with that. Hit it with that. This is super easy. I mean, the best flavors sometimes I think come from the easiest barbecue. We're gonna come around the back. You don't have to worry so much with the membrane side, with the back side, but you do want to season it. There's been a big debate on that, but we're here anyway, and ain't nothing but a little rub. Want to come over, same thing on the top, the meat side. And again, see this? Don't worry about it. It's backyard. This is backyard barbecue. This is old school. Right over with my holy voodoo. Give that a pat in. And we're gonna let these rest 15 to 30 minutes while our green egg is coming up to temp. And we'll see you at the grill. All right, ready to go on the grill. So we're going to lay these on. Charcoal's looking nice. Again, I'm going bone side down. Gonna let this roll for about a half an hour. Gonna let that rub set up nice. Gonna come back and I'm gonna rotate these, or rotate and flip these every half hour, okay? Because it's rocking 300, 325. Want to make sure we don't get too much char or burn in one particular area, so we're going to be very cognizant of that. So we got these on. We'll see you in 30 minutes. All right, so we're actually about the 45-minute point. I came out a half an hour. The grill had dropped a little bit because I also put a couple of side pieces on here, so we went down about 250. So we're about 15 minutes behind schedule. But in your world, this should ideally be at a 30-minute point. Now, Zane, you do a lot of charcoal cooking, right, on your PK?
Yeah, PK.
So from what I remember, you have a Traeger, pellet, a PK, and a gas grill.
Yes.
Kind of like what we have here in terms of the different genres of grills. What I love, you smell that, right? Like,
it smells amazing.
You can smell the meat, like if you're doing it direct, okay? Kind of hard to do on a PK, although you can do it on a PK. You can't, it's easier.
You can do both.
Yeah. So when that meat drips down on the charcoal, like that's old. Like when I think barbecue, that's old school to me.
Yeah.
So we're smelling that here now. And again, I say this all the time. Wish you could smell it, but that's
the real deal.
It's exciting.
I'm excited to crack it
So
open.
let's take a look at what we got. So right now, these are coming up nice. The box set, I'm not going to need the spritz. As you can see, Tina, if you want to pan in, these are still kind of moist. But I'm definitely going to, as you see, we're starting to get some color in the back. And again, ideal if you didn't have all this meat on, you'd be doing this at the 30-minute point. So I'll just do it by eye. And I may go ahead and spritz the back of these. That's kind of a strong, especially here. So I'm going to end up, we're going to hotspot over here, obviously. So I'm going to end up kind of rotating these to compensate for that, because that is a thinner section. So let's put one of these over here. That there. And now we're good to go. We'll come back about another 30 minutes and probably do the same thing. We'll see you soon. 30 minutes on the dot. Take a look what we got. The smell is just crazy. So we are going to give these a spritz. Keep them moist. Give them a flip. Yeah, it's I'm gonna rotate this one a little bit. Same deal with that one. Starting to get some color, so I'm thinking we got another hour here. They're coming along nicely. They're smelling unbelievable, as Tina just said. So yeah, which is all right. That's I like that. Makes it a challenge, and it's like old school barbecue, right? All right, so I'm gonna give these. I'm gonna let this go for about 40 minutes. This 30, 40 minutes, but we'll see you back right around that point, and then we'll decide if we're gonna go one more round of flipping and rotating, or if we're gonna wrap at that point. We'll see you then. All right, 30 more minutes. These are coming right along. It smells like anyway. I haven't looked, but yeah. I mean, so obviously we're running some hot spots, which is common in any grill. So I'm only going to spritz these. But you see, they're retaining a lot of moisture, so I don't want to over spritz. But these are looking good. This whole deal, and I know we say 3 to 4 hours, just a guideline. I'm only cooking these for in two fashions. One, I'm looking for color, and the other, I'm avoiding burning them. Okay, so whether that's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, I don't want you to get caught up on time because there is no such thing as time in barbecue. It's just when it is ready. So we're going to go ahead and flip these. And I'm thinking we're going to have, this will probably be our last flip. You can see some pull away starting. See how that bone pull? Mm-hmm. So this is good. The back's definitely going to need some hydration. So yeah, I'm thinking 30 more minutes and we're going to wrap. And I'm thinking that's going to put us right at the 3 hour point, give or take, as far as how long they've been on.
They look beautiful.
Oh, they smell. And the backs, don't worry about over spritzing these. You really can't because that membrane's there. But you see what happens with the membrane, Tina, is it eventually, this is why I'm glad we leave it on, it eventually cooks up and pretty much burns off. So no fear of having to deal with the texture of it, but we're going to benefit from the integrity it gives that meat to hold together. So these are great. This is exciting. Dude, I think you brought me some magic.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you in 30. All right, we're back. We're ready to wrap. Just took a quick peek of these. And all I'm going to do with this wrap is straight up moisture, meaning just the spritz. Going to keep this old school. They didn't use apple juice and mango and everything back in the old days of old school barbecue. So we're gonna stick to that tradition. And look at those, huh? I'm just gonna give them a good dose. I mean, they're retaining a lot of moisture, even though they're nice and got a lot of color. They're still very moist. That's one thing about Kamado cookers, whether it be a green egg or Kamado Joe or whatever you have. They do, I mean, create huge moisture, So I'm gonna double wrap these. Nothing to it. I'm going to give these an hour. More than likely, they're going to be about an hour and a half, but we're going to check them in an hour. We're looking for tenderness and or around, well, not and or, and temperature. At about 200, I know they're going to be done, but more importantly, I'm looking for that tenderness. We're going to check with an Insta-Read thermometer. So we'll see you in an hour. All right, 1 hour back. It's smelling good, even through the foil. We're going to see what we got. Right? Oh,
Great color.
look at that, huh?
Love to see that.
I'm going to probe it for tenderness here. And we are. Look at this. We are done, folks. Perfect.
Flavor.
A little bit slight resistance. So what we're going to do with this one is I'm going to go ahead and sauce it up, throw it back on, let it tack up 5-10 minutes, and we're going to see when it's eating time. All right, so time to sauce. I'm going to, just so I can keep track of what's what, I'm going to use the Blues Hog on the bigger one.
My favorite.
Your favorite. I think Tina's too. These are room temperature. You can warm it up, but make sure you do not do this cold. Go to this because little goes a long way. I've made these the wraps into like these boats so they're easy to put on and off the grill. All right. The next one we're gonna do our boy Cosmos.
Let's try it. Never tried that one.
Yeah, I've been dying. I've been looking at this all the time and I've never tried it. So
Could have a winner there. Those look good.
Yeah. They smell unbelievable. All right, that's about as good as I do them. What do you think?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to put these on just another 5-10 minutes. I'm going to bring them back off the grill. We're going to let them sit for 10 minutes or so, let them rest and firm up a little, and we'll see when it's time to eat. All right, well, here we go, Zane.
Let's do it.
Tell you, it's been a pleasure, man, hanging out with you a couple of days, doing some barbecue.
I appreciate it as always.
A question, on your channel, what's your most popular video? Do you know?
TikTok, I would say the tomahawk video. We had about 2.7 million views, which is incredible.
That's why I call them Big Hoss peeps. So what I'd love to do is, and we'll get some feedback from our subscribers, but we're knocking on 1,000. We're like 30 away. And what I'd love to do is get some feedback and see if they have an interest in Tino and I flying out and doing one for your channel.
We'd love to.
And
Be amazing.
we'll have some fun, I'm sure, because we've had a blast here, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And you've been
As
up
always.
before, so I mean, we've hung around for years, so it's been a blast, and it's so nice to just do something old school. So let's dig in and see what we got.
Let's do it.
Sound good? I mean, it looks good, smells good, right? We got that part going, right? That is not a bad looking rib.
Not
I
at
don't
all.
think, right? So that's the blues hog.
Yep.
So let's give us a shot there. Let me grab you some paper towels.
All right.
Oh,
That barbecue sauce never disappoints. It's incredible.
the charcoal though, dude.
You can't beat it. It's one of my favorite ways to cook a rib.
Wow. The charcoal's so predominant. Like, that's exactly what I was hoping for. All right. So we've been there, done that with that
Yep.
sauce. Now,
Interested to try these.
yeah.
Ready for these?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
You're the guest of honor, so.
That's good too.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. More sweet.
Really? Is there
Little
any
more sweet.
any kick to it?
Not really, no.
Like it's
No.
jalapeno, but or whatever habanero,
Yeah,
but
more sweet than spicy for sure, but definitely like that one. What do you think? That's good stuff.
Oh yeah. Cosmos, good job, bro. Anyway,
They do not miss.
folks, we appreciate it, and please, if you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. We're just about at 1,000. Can't thank you enough, and can't wait to get out to Big Hoss's ranch and do a video out there.
Put something together.
Yeah.
I appreciate it as
Hey.
always.
Till the next time, thank you.
Thanks.